You probably think a penny is just a penny, but these 5 wheat pennies span decades and tell stories worth vastly more than their face value. Today, let's travel through time with 5 lookalikes in your coin jar: 1929, 1937, 1940, 1951, and 195 today. By the time we're done, you might find a hidden treasure in your spare change. The 1929 wheat penny belongs to the Lincoln cent series that began in 1909 and remains one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent. This design was created to symbolize prosperity and American agriculture, and it was used until 1958, when the memorial reverse replaced it. Asterisk by 1929. The United States Mint had been producing Lincoln cents for 2 decades, and the coin had already become a staple of American pocket change. 3 mints struck the penny in 1929: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver D, and San Francisco S. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest quantity, with more than 185 million coins. Denver followed with about 41 million, and San Francisco struck a little over 50 million. These mintage numbers ensured that the 1929 penny was widely available. At the time, the year 1929 is also historically significant because it marked the beginning of the Great Depression. That October, the U.S. stock market crashed, shaking the nation's economy. Despite this turmoil, everyday commerce still relied heavily on coins like the Lincoln cent. For ordinary Americans, pennies had meaningful purchasing power. A single cent could buy small candies, chewing gum, or help round out change for groceries. As such, the 1929 penny was part of daily life and the symbol of economic resilience during a difficult decade. Asterisk from a collector's standpoint, the 1929 penny is not considered a rare coin, but it is still sought after by those who collect Lincoln cents by date and mint mark. The Philadelphia issue is the most common, while the Denver and San Francisco issues are scarcer, but not extremely rare. Condition plays the biggest role in determining value. Circulated examples with heavy wear are usually worth only a small premium over face value. They are often dark brown and show worn details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and the wheat stalks on the reverse. Asterisk in higher grades, however, the coin can become much more valuable. Collectors especially prize coins in mint state, which means they were never used in circulation and still retain their original luster. Uncirculated examples graded MS-63 brown or red brown may bring several dollars, while coins graded MS-65 or higher with full red color can be far more desirable. Red coloration is a key factor. When freshly struck, Lincoln cents had a bright red copper color. Over time, exposure to air causes them to turn brown. Coins that still appear red, even after nearly a century, are significantly more valuable. Asterisk errors also add interest. A 1929 penny with an off-center strike, a double die, or other mint error can fetch higher prices from specialized collectors. Although these errors are not common, they exist and contribute to the appeal of this date. Asterisk overall, the 1929 penny is a historic coin tied to a critical year in American history. Its value today is influenced by condition, mint mark, and color. Asterisk estimated value of the 1929 wheat penny. Asterisk circulated examples, about 15 cents to $1. Asterisk uncirculated brown, red brown, about $5 to $20. Asterisk mint state red examples. Higher-end pieces can sell for $50 to $200 or more. Asterisk next up. The 1937 wheat penny is another part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, and by this time the design had become firmly established in American coinage. The obverse continued to feature Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse carried the wheat stalks and the words 1 cent, designed by Victor David Brenner. This coin was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Asterisk in terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint led with over 309 million coins, making this one of the higher mintage years for the series. Denver followed with around 50 million, and San Francisco produced nearly 35 million. With such high numbers, the 1937 penny was common during its time and remains fairly easy to find today. The late 1930s were a period of gradual economic recovery in the United States as the country worked its way out of the Great Depression. Coins like the 1937 penny saw heavy use in commerce, and as a result, most examples found today are well worn. These circulated coins often display flattened details on Lincoln's face and hair, as well as smooth wheat stalks on the reverse. Such worn examples typically bring very little premium over face value. Asterisk collectors, however, value the 1937 penny in higher grades. In uncirculated condition, the coin can display its original copper luster, ranging from red-brown to full red. Red pieces are again the most valuable, as they have retained their original brightness despite decades of age. Mint state examples are popular with collectors completing year and mint mark sets. Asterisk the 1937 penny is not known for major rarities, but there are occasional mint errors that add to its collectability. These include off-center strikes, clipped, plankets, and repunched mint marks. While error coins are not extremely common, they do increase the value compared to a normal strike. Asterisk because of its high mintage, the 1937 penny is a good introduction for new collectors. It provides an affordable way to obtain an 80-year-old coin without spending much money. Advanced collectors may look for certified mint state coins in grades MS65 or higher with strong red color and few contact marks. These coins are scarcer and can reach significant premiums. Asterisk estimated value of the 1937 wheat penny. Asterisk circulated examples, about 2 to 10 cents. Asterisk uncirculated brown, red-brown, about $1 to $10. Asterisk mint state red examples. Higher-end pieces may bring $30 to $75 or more. Next up, the 1940 wheat penny comes from a period when the United States was on the verge of entering World War II. The Lincoln cent had already been circulating for over 30 years, and it remained one of the most familiar coins in daily use. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse still featured Abraham Lincoln's bust with the motto "In God We Trust" above, liberty to the left, and the date to the right. The reverse carried the famous wheat stalk design, flanking the words 1 cent, with United States of America below and E pluribus unum above. Asterisk 3 mints produced the 1940 penny. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia struck the largest number at more than 586 million coins, making it one of the highest mintages of the decade. Denver followed with around 81 million pieces, and San Francisco contributed just under 112 million. Altogether, more than 3/4 of 1 billion 1940 pennies were made. Because of these massive mintages, this date is considered common, and it is easy to locate in circulation or in bulk lots of wheat cents. Asterisk most examples found today are circulated, often showing heavy wear from decades of use. In such cases, details on Lincoln's face and the wheat stalks are smoothed down, and the coin takes on a darker brown color due to oxidation of the copper. These well-used pennies carry little collector premium, but they remain popular for sentimental and historical reasons. Asterisk collectors look for higher grade pieces that escape circulation. Mint state 1940 pennies retain their original luster and sharp details, with grading determined by the number of contact marks and the coin's color. Color is crucial for Lincoln cents, as they were originally struck in bright red copper. Over time, exposure to air turns them red-brown and eventually brown. Coins certified as Red Road by grading services are the most valuable, as they have survived more than 8 decades without losing their original brilliance. Asterisk proof coins were also struck in 1940 at the Philadelphia Mint, intended for collectors. These proof issues are scarcer and display a mirror-like surface, making them far more desirable than business strikes. Collectors who specialize in proof wheat cents consider the 1940 proof an important addition to their sets. Asterisk era coins add another layer of interest. Off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped plankets occasionally appear among 1940 pennies. While not as famous as some other years, era examples can bring significant premiums depending on rarity and demand. Asterisk overall, the 1940 wheat penny is not rare, but its availability makes it appealing to new collectors and a key date in completing a full set. For advanced collectors, only the highest grade mint state red coins or proof issues stand out. Asterisk estimated value of the 1940 wheat penny. Asterisk circulated examples, about 10 cents to $1. Asterisk mint state brown, red brown, about $3 to $10. Asterisk mint state red, around $30 to $50. Asterisk proof issues can exceed $100 to $500 or more depending on conditions. Next up, the 1951 wheat penny was struck near the end of the wheat reverse era, which concluded in 1958. By this time, the design was well established and produced in massive quantities each year. The obverse still carried Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse displayed the two wheat stalks surrounding the denomination. Three mints produced the 1951 penny: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia struck about 284 million coins, Denver over 625 million, and San Francisco around 136 million. Altogether, over 1 billion pennies were minted in 1951, making this one of the most common issues of the series. With such huge numbers, finding a 1951 penny today is not difficult, and most collectors will encounter multiple examples when searching through old wheat cent rolls. Because of this abundance, circulated 1951 pennies are usually worth only a few cents over face value. Most examples are brown from decades of oxidation, with worn details and flat wheat stalks. These circulated pieces are collected more for nostalgia than investment. Uncirculated examples, however, tell a different story. Mint state 1951 pennies exist in large quantities, but the challenge lies in finding coins with full red color and minimal contact marks. Red coins are prized because they show the original brilliance of copper, something few coins maintain after more than 70 years. Red-brown coins, which retain partial brightness, are valued more modestly, while brown coins command the least premium. The San Francisco Mint's 1951 S penny is somewhat scarcer in higher grades, especially in full red condition. Collectors assembling complete date and mint mark sets often find the 1951S in mint state red a little more challenging to obtain than the Philadelphia or Denver issues. Proof coins were also struck at Philadelphia in 1951. These proofs display mirror-like surfaces and were produced in limited numbers compared to circulation strikes. As with all wheat cent proofs, they are highly desirable to collectors and can command strong prices when well preserved. Errors are another area of collector interest. Repunched mint marks, die cracks, and off-center strikes are occasionally seen among 1951 pennies. While they are not headline rarities, these errors can still bring premiums above the standard values, particularly when dramatic or well-preserved. In summary, the 1951 penny is common in circulated form, but offers value in high-grade mint state and proof issues. For collectors, it is not a rare coin, but an important piece of the wheat cent series. Estimated value of the 1951 wheat penny. Circulated examples, about 5 to 20 cents mint state brown, red brown, about $1 to $5 mint state red, around $10 to $30. With premium examples reaching higher proof issues, typically $50 to $150 or more depending on grade. Next up, The 195 wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint and is one of the later issues of the wheat cent design. Like the 1951 penny, it comes from a period of high production when the US Mint was striking hundreds of millions of cents each year. The obverse retained Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse showed the two wheat stalks framing the denomination. The Denver Mint produced over 746 million 195 pennies, an enormous mintage that ensured their availability in circulation for decades. Because of these high numbers, the 195 is considered a very common date, especially in circulated grades. Even today, it is not unusual to find a 195 wheat cent in bulk rolls or coin jars kept by families. Circulated examples typically show heavy wear, with flattened details on Lincoln's hair and beard, as well as smooth wheat stalks on the reverse. These well-used coins usually grade good to fine and have little collector premium. They are worth a small amount above face value, mostly for copper content and historical interest. Uncirculated 195 pennies, on the other hand, are valued more by collectors. Brown examples in mint state usually trade for modest prices, while red-brown coins fetch somewhat more. Fully red pieces, however, are much scarcer. The challenge lies in finding coins that have maintained their original copper brilliance for more than 70 years. Coins graded MS65 red or higher are prized and can bring strong premiums, especially when certified by grading services. The 195 penny is not known for major varieties, but minor repunched mint marks and die breaks exist. These errors are collected by specialists and can add value, though they are not considered dramatic rarities because of its high mintage and availability. The 195 penny is often recommended for beginning collectors. It is inexpensive in most grades and easy to locate. However, for advanced collectors aiming for top quality coins, the pursuit of gem red examples can be challenging and rewarding. Estimated value of the 195 wheat penny. Circulated examples: about 5 to 20 cents mint state brown, red brown, about $1 to $5 mint state red, about $10 to $40. With exceptional examples reaching higher one, we look back at these 5 wheat pennies: 1929, 1937, 1940, 1951, and 195 it becomes clear that even the most ordinary looking coins can carry history in their copper surfaces. Each one tells a story about its time, from the Great Depression to the years leading into and following World War II. While most examples are affordable and common, the real treasures lie in high-grade pieces, red coins, and rare proofs or errors. Whether you collect for history, investment, or the simple joy of finding a coin older than your grandparents, these wheat pennies remind us that small change can still hold big value.